Imagine walking into a packed auditorium, the energy electric, flashes of cameras lighting up the room, and suddenly silence. Not an awkward silence, but a hush of reverence, as if everyone present knew they were about to witness something unforgettable. That's the moment the crowd held its breath when Catherine O'Hara's name was announced for a posthumous actor award for her final performance in the studio. The applause that followed was deafening, yet beneath the thunderous clapping lay a deeper emotion: loss, admiration, gratitude, and love for a woman whose laughter had shaped generations. Seth Rogen stepped onto the stage to accept the award on her behalf, his face a mixture of pride and grief. He wasn't there to celebrate himself, though he had just received his own award earlier that evening. He was there to honor a friend, a mentor, and one of the most brilliant performers of her generation. As he looked out at the audience, it was clear this moment transcended the glitz of Hollywood. It was raw, real, and profoundly human, a tribute not just to a performance, but to a life fully lived. Catherine O'Hara was never just another actor. For decades, she brought joy, depth, and irrepressible humor to every role she touched. From her early iconic performances to her award-winning work later in life, she was a master of her craft. Her final role as Patty Lee in the studio showcased her genius once more, a character smart, sharp, flawed, and utterly human. Through Patty, Catherine reminded audiences of the chaos and comedy of life, blending heart and wit in a way only she could. Her performance earned her the highest recognition, and the posthumous award was more than a trophy. It was a symbol of her enduring legacy. When Seth Rogen took the microphone, the audience was already on its feet. He spoke with an honesty that brought both laughter and tears, recalling not just Catherine's talent, but her warmth and generosity. He described the way she would rewrite her scenes late at night, not for attention, but to lift everyone around her. He shared how she remembered birthdays, sent encouraging messages to younger actors, and filled every set with laughter and care. His words reminded everyone why Catherine wasn't just respected, she was loved. Her portrayal of Patty Lee wasn't just funny. It was layered, nuanced, and breathtakingly human. She gave audiences someone to root for, someone to relate to, and someone whose wit and heart could make even the hardest day feel lighter. Every line, every gesture, every expression carried the mark of a seasoned artist who understood not only how to make people laugh, but how to make them feel deeply. Off camera, Catherine's generosity continued to shine. Cast and crew would tell stories of how she noticed someone struggling and quietly offered support, how she remembered little details about people that made them feel seen and valued. These were small, intimate acts that spoke volumes about her character. In an industry often criticized for ego and competition, Catherine stood out for her kindness, humility, and ability to make everyone around her better, simply by being herself. The night of the awards was both a celebration and a heartbreak. The studio won Best Comedy Series, and Seth Rogen won Best Actor, but the most moving moment remained Catherine's posthumous win. When her name was called, the room erupted in applause that lasted long enough to hush any other noise. Celebrities wiped tears, and fans around the world took to social media to express their grief and gratitude. It wasn't just recognition for a performance. It was recognition for a life well lived and the joy she had given to countless people. Even after her passing, Catherine's influence continued to ripple through the industry and among fans. Clips of her performances resurfaced online, with people celebrating everything from her comedic timing to her emotional depth. Stories poured in from colleagues, friends, and admirers, each one a reminder of the woman behind the genius. Her laughter, her kindness, and her artistry had left an indelible mark, one that would continue to inspire and comfort for generations to come. There's something uniquely moving about honoring someone posthumously. The award becomes more than recognition of talent. It becomes a celebration of a life that touched others profoundly. Catherine's win was a standing ovation from a world that will forever remember her brilliance. Seth Rogen's heartfelt speech captured that sentiment perfectly, making it clear that her spirit lives on, not just in her work, but in the countless hearts she touched. Catherine O'Hara's legacy is timeless. Her performances continue to evoke laughter, reflection, and joy, reminding us that great art does more than entertain. It connects people, heals wounds, and inspires courage. In her final role, She left the world with one last gift, a character that made us laugh, think, and remember why we fell in love with her talent in the first place. The award she received posthumously was more than a recognition of a single performance. It was a farewell filled with love and admiration, a tribute to a life that will never be forgotten. Tonight, watching or revisiting Catherine's performances is more than nostalgia. It's a celebration of her life. Her work reminds us to laugh freely, love generously, and cherish the fleeting moments that make life extraordinary. She may no longer be with us in person, but her humor, warmth, and brilliance continue to illuminate the world. Catherine O'Hara gave the world laughter, joy, and inspiration, and now, even in her absence, she continues to give. Her final bow was not an ending. It was a legacy, one that will echo in hearts and screens for generations. Rest in peace, Catherine, and thank you for every laugh, every tear, and every unforgettable moment.